What's up, guys? It's a pretty day. I can't say it's beautiful, but it's a pretty day. It's about 47 degrees out here, and I made a mess. Well, you know, I'm a busy man, and I didn't bore y'all with me pouring my concrete step and putting on my 2 posts so I can get my fence put up between my new building and the old fence. But the main reason for this video, and y'all can thank Primer is best for this, is he was talking about yesterday about how to make money parting out your cars, how to lose money on your cars, and this is just kind of a little bit reply video to him and to y'all to let y'all know where I stand on this Monte Carlo. I mean, from day one, I went through all my receipts this morning, and I just want to tell y'all where I stand from day one. Now, day one, I traded a 1981 short bed step side for this car. That truck didn't have a motor and transmission. The cab needed to be replaced. It was that rusty. So I let it sit for a year, found this car. He was looking for a pickup. We did a trade. So I had $900 in that pickup. Then motor and trans. I put a motor and trans in it. Bought them used from another car guy. Paid $1,100 for it because it didn't have that many miles on it. Now, it was a GM crate motor. I put 57 miles on this car. I bent a push rod, and the reason I bent a push rod was because it blew a head gasket. So I had $400 worth of parts and my labor to tear the motor apart and get it running again. It sat for almost 6 months while I saved up money. Okay, after that, got it running, got it insured, got stickered the legal way. The first 57 miles, I'm not going to say if it was legal or not legal, but some of y'all might be able to figure that out. The next step, I put those wheels on there. I hope y'all can see those. That was $600 worth of wheels, front, back, and then I had about $200 because I'm on my second set on the rear of used tires. I've never put a brand new tire on this car. They've always been used. That's why I went with 17-inch wheels. Okay, I drove the car for a long time. I did the rust repair on this side. Me, by watching YouTube videos, going through gods and gods and gods of Bondo, putting it on there, trying to get it smooth and sanding it off. I mean, I sanded it all the way back down the metal 2 or 3 times, beat on it some more to get it straight. So that was the next step. Okay. Then I had a little extra money and I put $60 worth of LED lights in them. They're the ones with the halos, etc. You know, they have little halos on them. Right there. Oh, and I forgot one. I drove all the way to Dallas to get the grill for the front of this car. I gave the guy $100 for the grill. So I need to add that in my total on the bottom. Plus, you know, I'm not really going to count the gas money to get to Dallas, and the food, but that was kind of a day trip. I made a day trip out of it. Now let me look at my list and see what I'm missing. All right, the next thing. Before I even got this thing running, I put $100 worth of brakes on it. Front, rear, new hoses, etc. So that's another $100. Okay, so that was to get it running. I probably have $200 worth of small parts in here. You know, just small parts. The stuff that just nickels and dimes you to death. So I put that on the car. I ordered this patch panel right here that goes behind the rear window where y'all see it's rusty. That was $100 to my house. I went to the junkyard and cut the underneath panel out of another car, and they charged me $25 for that. Let's see, what am I missing? Okay. Then I went down the road a little ways, put some miles on it. New aluminum radiator. That was $250 for that new aluminum radiator because I didn't want to go with a plastic tank radiator. I could get a $100 radiator for this car all day long, but it was a plastic tank radiator. All right, then later down the road, I put the carpet and dynomat in there. The carpet cost me about $130 shipped to my door. Dynomat was $80. Y'all seen the carpet in the other videos? It needs vacuumed. I know it needs vacuumed. Don't tell me it needs vacuumed. Okay. A little bit later down the road, in some of my past videos, you've heard my exhaust. I think it's been on there for almost 6-8 months now. That was $650 to have somebody put on 2.5-inch exhaust with turbo mufflers. That's not even Flowmasters. That's turbo mufflers. And y'all all recently know my biggest expense yet is I just spent $800 to get the front and back seat redone. So that took some time saving up. Especially with me tinkering with the 67. And I was looking at the receipts on the 67, and if I get a great response out of this video, I might do the same thing on the 67. Only thing is, I've had this car for 4 years and 3 months. Well, no, 6 months. I'm sorry, 6 months. Because I got this car in June. I thought I got this in September, but I actually got it in June of 2015. I got my motorcycle September of 2015. So, you know, my numbers would be extremely higher if I didn't watch the YouTube videos, if I wasn't afraid to get out there and just turn some wrenches and cuss, make phone calls, get some help, etc. So my numbers would have been a lot higher if I had somebody put the motor in there, if I had somebody fix the motor when the motor went after 57 miles. And so, you know, to agree with Primer is best, y'all can laugh at me all y'all want. I really don't care. This is the way I can afford to do it. It's been a 4.5 year long process. I still have to put another $150 a piece in the door panels. Oh, and that's another thing I forgot. I just ordered a $110 headliner for the car. So I have to do it in baby steps. And, you know, a lot of us can't buy a car that's fully restored. A lot of us can't afford that. But if you do it this way, and you don't care what people think, you put your hands on it, and you do what you have to do, you can have a fairly decent, nice car. And I did forget something else on my list. $150 for a brand new windshield. So my numbers are going up. So, you know, it's 4.5 years into this project. And boy, you can sure tell. I mean, by looking at the car every day, you can't tell anything's been done, you know, dramatically. But if you go back and look at the previous videos and previous pictures I have, boy, this car looks a lot better than it did the day I brought it home. So I'm getting long-winded again. Let me get back to the point. 4.5 years, I have $5,870 in this car. That's a rough estimate. It might be $100 higher, it might be $100 lower, but that's my estimate. $5,870, 4.5 years. I have it insured for $6,500. So, after I get the seats in and get the interior done, I'm calling the insurance company and I'm upping it another $1,000. So, so I have it insured for $6,500 and I have $5,870 in it. So if it gets totaled today, I would come out a little ahead. If I sold it today, I would probably lose $1,000, maybe $1,500 on it. But I put about 6,000 miles on this car, driving it to car shows, driving it to go eat. It's just a weekend driver. So you got to weigh some of that fun factor in there too. But I sure hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I sure hope y'all understand why me and Primer is Best do it the way we do it. So that's what I wanted to say. I'm getting long-winded. I'm going to end this video, and I'll get back to y'all on another video as soon as possible. And thank y'all for watching. Please comment. Tell me what y'all think. Do you think that me and Primer is Best is doing it the wrong way? Or is it just the love of the old cars and doing it as budget allows? And, you know, other bills come first a lot. So please like this video if you like it. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Ring that bell and tell YouTube that my videos are getting better and better and better. And I'll see you on the next one.